300 miles away from me, my husband was feeding another woman strawberries in a $4,000 a night suite, and I was the one paying the bill. Kwame thought he was smart. He thought Atlanta wife, mountain mistress was a clean little equation nobody would solve. What he forgot is that I build algorithms for a living. I don't catch cheaters, I render them. By sunset, he had lost the woman, the watch, the wardrobe, and his passport. And the most beautiful part of it all? He handed me the receipts himself. Let me take you back to the beginning. Kwame wasn't just my husband. He was that guy. The one who walked into a room and the lighting seemed to bend toward him. Our friends called him the King. What none of them knew is that the king was renting his crown, and the landlord was me. So when he came home one night with wet eyes and a cracking voice, talking about burnout, talking about needing a solo spiritual retreat up in the Blue Ridge Mountains, I didn't even hesitate. I slid my black card across the kitchen counter and told him to go heal. I thought I was being a queen. I was actually funding the coup against my own throne. Day one, my phone buzzed. $200 at a florist. I didn't receive any flowers. Day two, $600 for a couple's deep tissue massage. Couples, plural, as in not me. That cold chill you hear people talk about, the one that crawls up your spine when your gut already knows the truth, I felt it for the first time in my life. But I didn't call him. I didn't scream. I didn't throw a single plate. I opened a spreadsheet. 3 years before all of this, Kwame had linked a travel camera to our shared home security cloud and forgotten about it. I hadn't. I opened the app and there he was, on a balcony I had paid for, laughing. And next to him was a woman wrapped in my favorite silk robe. Not a stranger, Imani, my maid of honor. The woman who held my bouquet on my wedding day was now wearing my robe and drinking from my husband's glass. My father is a retired investigator. When I called him, he didn't comfort me. He didn't tell me to cry. He poured me a glass of scotch, sat across from me, and said 5 words I will carry to my grave. Don't interrupt a man destroying himself. So I didn't. For 3 days, I watched the footage. I downloaded every invoice. I called every boutique he had visited and requested copies of the signed receipts. I wasn't building a case. I was building a cage. And he was walking deeper into it with every swipe. On the 5th day, I sent him a text. I told him to stay 2 extra nights, that I had just dropped another $5,000 into the travel account, that he deserved the peace. He wrote back and called me an angel. What he didn't know is that the account had already been flagged. The next high-value purchase across state lines would trigger an automatic notification to law enforcement on a corporate card he was never authorized to touch. That wasn't infidelity anymore. That was a felony with his fingerprints on it. He pulled into the driveway at 9:47 in the evening. The house was completely dark. Then the projector kicked on. 60 feet wide across the entire front of our home. The first slide was the florist receipt. The second was the balcony footage of him and Imani. The third was an audio clip of her voice crystal clear, calling me clueless while she sipped wine I had paid for. The entire cul-de-sac heard it. He didn't move. He just stood there, frozen in the blue light of his own betrayal. I stepped out onto the porch. I wasn't crying. I wasn't even angry anymore. I was bored. I told him the police were 9 minutes out, that the card had already been reported stolen, that I had the footage and the signatures and the timestamps. He started stuttering my name. I just pointed to the street where a shipping container was already being hoisted onto a flatbed truck. Everything he owned was on its way to his mother's house in Lagos. Postage unpaid. He had 60 seconds before the silent alarm reached the precinct. He didn't run. He sat down on the curb, put his head in his hands, and finally understood. The peace he went looking for in those mountains had just cost him every single thing he had ever built on top of me. People still ask me if I went too far, and my answer is always the same. If you're going to break someone's heart, don't do it on their payroll. I'm Zola. Stay sharp.